Good morning, everyone. It's not super cold today, but it's super wet. It's been raining all morning, and the mud. Well, let's just say I'm muddy from what is it? Toe to knee, toe to heel to knee. But from my knees down, I'm muddy. I've been sliding around in this stuff all morning, making sure everybody has treats and warmth and dry. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Apparently, I am the only person in our area that has chickens laying eggs. I think it's hilarious because the older feller that comes here every week, um, he says, "Well, I've been to everywhere else." I'm thinking, well, why'd you even go anywhere else if you like my product? But here's the thing, okay? I have incredible eggs. I know that they're healthy. I know that you are getting a great product. My chickens are healthy. Um, but I still would never try to sell mine on a level other than just friends and neighbors who know I have eggs, so on and so forth. That's it. Because I don't want that responsibility. If I had Lily milking right now, if I had a cow milking right now, I would not sell the raw milk. I would I would probably milk for myself, and then feed some back to the chickens, make a little bit of cheese, and basically share with a baby because I, I'm all about the baby staying on as long as they can. I'm not into it for milk production. But since we're talking about milk, I want to talk about raw milk. Now, raw milk is not pasteurized. I don't know what they do. I don't know if they chill it. I'm not certain because I didn't look it up, didn't care because it's something that I would never ever be involved in is buying raw milk from a large raw milk dairy. The reason being is because trying to ensure that all of the cattle are coming in, there's no E. coli going in, there's no listeria, there's no inflamed infected udders. I mean, that's hard to regulate when you're here and you've got one or two and you're doing them. You can really keep all of that to a minimum. But let me talk about something. Okay, so December 3rd, there is a raw milk farm out in California, and it was shut down. It was shut down due to the bird flu, H2N1. Now, the CEO of this company is who Bobby Kennedy wants to apply for the FDA advisor on raw milk and policy position in our new coming up government. If this CEO can't keep his own company's raw milk clean enough, what makes anyone think that he should be in a position of granting this to everyone in the country? If he can't control his own herd's problem, then what makes him think he can control all of the herds in the raw milk industry? He can't, because it's something you can't control. And I don't care what people say. If you have one cow, one goat, a cow, a goat, two cows, two goats, whatever, and you're milking on your own farm and you're drinking the raw milk, hey, you're getting a better product because you are the inspector. You know there's no feces in your milk. You know that the udders are not infected or inflamed. You know where your goats have eaten, um, what they've been exposed to. So that's a little different than drinking raw milk from a very large dairy farm where you have no control over feces and disease. So his herd has the bird flu, and they shut him down. But this is the exact CEO that Bobby Kennedy wants to put in our government. If you drink raw milk, that's fine. I've drank raw milk from down in Kentucky when my cousins, when I went down to visit them, we went out and milked the cow. It smelled like green onions. It was absolutely horrible. I guess she got into green onions. They strained it, they chilled it, we drank it. Of course, drinking green onion milk, I think they would have probably poured it out, but they wanted me to taste it. But it was pretty bad. But I did tell her that she could make a great dip out of it, and she just kind of looked at me like, would have been a great dip, chip dip, green onion milk turned into dip, or however you do that. I don't know. But raw milk is sketchy. E. coli, listeria, bird flu, all kinds of things can go wrong when you're drinking raw milk on a large scale. So when people are going, well, raw milk, blah, 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 it's your right to drink raw milk. But don't make me drink it. Don't make me drink the milk like the Kool-Aid that you've been drinking, because I'm not going to drink it. If it was here on my place, I would drink it. From a large dairy farm, no thank you. Regulations. Understanding how important pasteurization is to your milk and to the health of the children and the older people that are drinking it. Because if you get E. coli, okay, you will poop yourself to death. Vomit, poop, dehydrate. It kills children and older people. Middle-aged people normally don't get, I mean, they get the symptoms, but it doesn't take them to the hospital. It doesn't take them to the deathbed. So when you're thinking about this new administration coming in, they want to reduce vaccinations and the regulations of raw milk, while there's a situation with the raw milk farm that the guy who Bobby Kennedy wants to be the CEO has bird flu in his herd. This is like living in bizarro world. I mean, I don't know how people can consciously be okay with all of this. This is nuts. This is really funny too, because, you hear them say, I want less government, less government. Well, they're putting more government in. I mean, what is wrong? They're making up new new cabinets, and they're making up new positions and departments and all of this stuff. They're making all of this up. They're not keeping their promises to you, and we're all going to live it together. But you know what? I think that if you don't understand it and you don't get it and you've believed all of the lies, it's going to be harder on you than it is for me, because I know what's coming. I mean, the writing is on the wall. I hear people talking about ivermectin, and I've watched all the hearings, I've read all of the information, and it absolutely astounds me that people still believe that a wormer is going to help them with COVID. You would much rather take a wormer than take a vaccination. I'm telling you, this is like living in bizarro world. Absolutely bizarro world. What's good is bad, what's bad is good, and we want this, but we don't want that. But then you have to choose, but we don't want to choose because we want less government, but we're going to put more government in. Raw milk! It's what's for dinner. I don't get it. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm ready. Let's get on. I need to get vaccinated first. I need to get all my vaccinations up to date. Hell, I might get a couple extra ones this year. Because I'm going to tell you, It's going to be a free for all in this country. I mean, you're looking at martial law in the streets in the cities. You're seeing people going into schools and churches for this mass deportation. Farm workers, agricultural workers, manufacturer workers, they're going to be drug out of work. It's going to be a wild ride. I hope you have some seeds for planting this coming spring. Make sure you get all the good fruits and vegetables that you want to grow. Grab you some fruit trees this year because you're going to need them in the next 4 years to grow. Oh, it's been a wild ride so far. But it's just so funny because all of the promises that you have been made have already been broken. They've been broken since his last administration. He was going to give you health care. Well, he still has concepts of health care 9 years later. What about the people that were so against Obamacare but can't stand the fact that the Affordable Care Act is going to be demolished? It's the same thing. I can only laugh because I either laugh or I cry because I know there's going to be so many people hurt and struggling worse than they are now. And some of them voted for it and they didn't realize it. So that FAFO, I watch every one I can. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I'm going to go get warmed up. I'm going to go bake something. And then I got to go work in my stockpile room. I'm getting somewhere with it, though. I got to get it done so that way I can bring the guinea pigs in eventually. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. A lot going on there. Watch your P's and Q's. Make sure you always check someone when they say something dumb because we don't like dum-dums. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Bye.